welcome back everyone. My name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Grim Dawn. Where we left last time, we were in the middle of the tomb of Korvac, looking around for Mr. Korvac himself. It could be Mrs. Korvac for all I know, but it just kind of seems like a male name. But then again, it's 2020, although I think this game came out in like 2016 or something like that, so still. Maybe Korvac is a gender-neutral name, I don't even know. It doesn't really sound like it though, to be honest. Let's kill the bloodletters. They have a lot of life. 51,000 hit points. Oh, we just took a ton of damage because we're standing in some sort of desecration.
I can't do that yet. Fresh blood.
So many enemies. Why are there so many enemies? Bunch of new... What's a ghoul necrolite? It's a weird title to give a ghoul. We missed sort of the center area, and I'm not sure if that's the way we're supposed to go, but I'm willing to bet that that's not the way we're supposed to go. So we're gonna head back, take a look at it. What's that ability? Oh, it's pet attack, right. So it's still on defensive, because we haven't taken a break yet. And we're going to kill off all of those. This is Inugaru, the Terror of the Void. He is not particularly tough, and is now actually dead. We found an epic caster helm, which actually might be better than what we're using. Fire, Aether, energy per second, energy regeneration, flame, or elemental resistance I should say, gives a blast wave. Actually, it might be better than what we're currently using, especially in energy regeneration.
I can't carry anymore.
How are we full up already? Fine, whatever. Get rid of that.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, it's a helmet. I should have realized that would not have helped our situation. Also, I'm going to grab that. Alright, let's take a quick peek at what we can just... Oh, there's just some horrible inventory management problems going on. Let's take a look at this, though. It's got more armor, more fire damage, more aether damage, extra burn damage. We lose some spirit and cunning, we lose some defensive ability. We have a little bit more energy regeneration per second, and energy regeneration percentage goes up. You know what, I think it is better than what we're currently using. Our damage does go down, but our energy regeneration goes up, so I think I'm going to go with it. We don't lose too much in terms of damage for the extra regeneration, and 5 regeneration per second is pretty good. It's like a 10% increase. Ectoplasm. I think these both lead to the same place. Not exactly. But I think that they can link up to the same area. I think we might have just gone a different route to get to the same spot. Possibly. Also, we're about to level up very soon. Yeah, it looks like these link up. That's Horrible the Earthshaker. Some sort of very powerful... Oh, we leveled up. Oh, that hurts. Okay, so we do not want to stand in his rock thing. He is extremely annoying to try and dodge. About half-life. We're stuck on a wall. Ooh, that hit us. Didn't mean for it to, but that's okay. You know what? We have a mirror of a rock. Yeah, whatever. You know, we have the mirror. I'm not even gonna try it. Oh, that was close. That was way closer than I thought it was going to be. Actually, we might still die. Oh, no, we're regenerating. Okay, cool. We also got Silk Touch hand wraps, which I don't think is as good as what we currently have.
I can't carry anymore.
But we also can't carry because we have too much junk. It's going to get rid of that. We need to go back to town. Can we go back to town here? Yes, apparently we can. Let's just quickly go back to Homestead. I'll do a quick jump cut to when we've sold all of our junk, / re-equipped some stuff. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, so we are about to head back. We're gonna quickly jump to Sorrow's Bastion, I believe it is. Yes, that's correct. We're gonna go turn in this Ashes quest to Father Kaimon, sorry. Not Brother Kaimon. He is not the brother of our order, he is the father of our order. Which is the same thing, basically. Have you dealt with the Order's followers and recovered the sacred ashes? Yeah, here they are. Empyrean's will is done this day. You have done well, my chosen. With the ashes in our possession, we have brought forth a harbinger of Empyrean's will. Together we shall bring righteous fire upon the impure and the corrupt. Thanks to your efforts, we have a formidable new ally, a manifestation of Archon Bartholom himself. What is that spirit doing here? Archon Bartholom is the burning retribution of Empyrean himself. Using the ashes he recovered, I was able to manifest him from the celestial realm. He is as dedicated to Empyrean as the day he died. He shall be a formidable ally in the battles ahead. So what's next? Before I entrust you with a mission of the utmost importance, your metal must first be tested through a veritable trial by fire. Are you prepared for what's to come? What's up? There are many layers to the Forsaken Void, filled with ashes and misery, but one such place houses a fiend known as Bane Garoth. From within the obsidian throne, this void spawn sends forth his armies to spread havoc and suffering upon Cairn. This will not stand. Prove to me your worth, champion. Enter the void through a rift at the plains of strife to the north of Fort Ikon. Brave the Forsaken Wastes and enter the obsidian throne. Destroy Bane Gargoth, and return to me. I shall slay Bane Gargoth in your name. Okay, we are going to quickly take a look, though, at the supplier. What's our level of purchasing power? Apparently we're allowed to just buy whatever we want. They have a lot of guns. Do they have any good wands for us, though, is the question. Not particularly so far. I mean, there might be some okay ones in here, but not really ones we need at the moment. So we're going to leave it alone. This is the Master of Arms. We are respected, which means we could access, I think, these ones? We don't have enough reputation for these. Although there's some cool medals in here that we should probably look at later on. And that just increases our reputation gain. Alright. And at Revered, Revered, we gain access to soulbound items. And some of them are very, like that wand would be amazing for us. We need to be level 70 though, but 139 elemental damage. It's pretty good. We might actually be able to find a good one-hander. And yeah, I guess for now we're going to leave this place alone. I don't see anything that's jumping out at me as like we must buy this. Oh no, maybe some shoulders? I think, or that's helmet. Those are shoulders. Not particularly. Alright, let's get out of here. Sorry. Didn't mean to hit my microphone there. So we need to slay Bane Gargoth, but that's not for a while. Back to the tomb of Korvac. I'm not going to bother picking up that thing. At some point in time I'm going to do some serious inventory management, but for now we're good enough. Also, we did level up. We should probably deal with that. There's also stairs here. They're not showing up on the map, though, which is weird. Anywho, we're going to grab... We have no devotion points. Just wanted to check that out. Probably going to grab 1 point of that for now. These are done, but these are not. Can't use that yet. Do we want Reckless Power or Star Pact? Hold Lightning, Frostburn, Electrocute, Fire, Ether, Burn. Probably this one. Do I have to leave it on? Sure, let's try it. You know what? Let's just try it out and see what happens. And then we will grab another point in this. Okay, so we do have a skill now. I'm going to put it into where the pet attack is. Reckless Power. It lasts forever, apparently. I wonder if it really buffed us up. Gonna wait for all that stuff to go away. Alright. We killed them all except for one guy. And that's pretty much it. Let's go through that exit and see what we can find. We have our shield on, we have our reckless power on. We don't have our bird on, it dies 8 times a second. We didn't fight Korvac though. Did we win? I mean, technically, I guess there's still this entrance path, but I was trying to, yeah, I thought we'd find someone neat, you know, like a named person. We fought a ghoul. It wasn't particularly interesting, though. A little bit disappointed, honestly. I don't know what to do about that. There's a little bit of disappointment present. I'm gonna quickly run through and see if we missed anything, because it doesn't seem like it should be it, you know? Maybe there's more over there? Why do I feel we've missed something vitally important in this place? Also, there's been respawns, apparently. No, I guess that's pretty much it. We just walk over here to the other side and then go through that door, and that's all there is. Oh, there's a crumbling wall down there, so maybe there's more to this tomb than meets the eye. Alright, let's wander over to that side. How do we get there? We go back. Get out of my way. Then we go this way, and then up here. Grab a couple things. So there is something here. Oh, it's just a chest. I am not pleased with just a chest. What about the other side? It is nothing. I guess that's it. I have to say I'm slightly... It looks like there's more behind these walls, but there's nothing to click on. Is there a loose torch? There's a chest. There's a bunch of sarcophagi. There's another chest over here. Nothing? Like, yeah, there's a bunch of chests. But I want to go further into the dungeon. It definitely looks like there's more. Like, look at, there's paths that go up that way. That's the way out. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see if there's anything left in this place that we've missed. Maybe there's just something we're not getting. I'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome back. We are not in that dungeon anymore. I did look around. There is no way into the later area. So then I looked online because I was fairly certain there was something there. And there is. We just won't be able to do it for a little bit. There's the emissary. This is the
we speak at
person for the the DLC. We have reached our next encampment, Fort Ikon. There's a scouting report, we'll pick that up. There's also Inquisitor Creed and the Praetorian's report.
Good, you've arrived. Things here are in worse shape than I thought.
What happened?
Betrayal, sabotage, call it what you will. We've been attacked from within. The Ethereals, it seems, have gotten a hold of the commander.
He's been possessed?
Precisely. Based on the reports, Commander Lucius has been sending our men out on futile missions, thinning out the force's defenses. Then, once the watch was sufficiently weak, he opened the gates allowing the Ethereals to pour in. He was not counting on human ingenuity, however. Weapons Master Edric collapsed the front gates with some explosives, cutting off the enemy's forces. When we arrived with reinforcements from the south, the coward Lucius fled into the Armory. Until those gates are clear, we are stuck here. I need you to enter the Armory and recover what's left of the heavy explosives. Use them to clear the rubble. But beware of Lucius. He has shed his human disguise in favor of a monstrous form, which I cannot even begin to describe. You will likely have to deal with him to get to the explosives.
It will be done. Alright, so we're gonna head back down to the Armory apparently. Or, I guess, head into the Armory. We haven't been in there before. Where is the Armory, though? That's the prison. I mean, it's gotta be around somewhere, right? Let's just fill in the gap in the map here. There's also another gap on the other side. Just get rid of all... Oh, we don't have our shielding on or anything like that. We should probably go 7. There we go. And 8, I guess. Alright, we have all of our buffs on. So the fort entrance is sealed by the Black Legion. We can't go in there. So maybe the Armory is over in that way? I guess it must be because there's nowhere else to go over here. There are stairs over on this side. Guess we can head down here and see what there is. There's a chest on top of this stairwell here. This is actually a cool looking fort. I don't think that I'd want to be stationed here personally, but I'd love to visit it. This would be like a good place to come on a vacation. You know, without the enemies here. Also, I'm stuck. There's like, not invisible, but like little thingies, and the pathing isn't exactly the most ideal in this game. This looks like where the Armory would be, because there's a star, so... I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably where we're supposed to go. Now here's the thing. This is a medieval armory. How big could it be? It's gonna have swords and armor in it, right? Even if it's got thousands of swords, it's not gonna be that big. Like a couple big, medium-sized rooms would be enough to hold most of the armaments for a fairly sizable army in this era. But I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the size of like several castles. Because scale is not something this Empire understands at all. Things you're supposed to build... In a military installation, you want things to be built efficiently. Having a giant room like this for like 12 weapon racks and like 4 armor racks is a terrible use of space. And like, look at this room. This is a massive chamber for the amount of weapons and armor that are inside of it. We also have a bunch of, like, reports to read, so we're probably gonna have to do that during this video at some point in time. We have to get to that report. It's on the other side there. We're also nowhere really close to a level, unfortunately. Compilation of Fort Ikon reports. Alright, let's read some of these, because we have several letters to go. So the Necropolis scout. Commander Lucius ordered a scouting mission to the north. When I asked what we should be looking for, he almost lost his temper and said anything that might cause a disturbance. His reaction seemed rather out of place and strange. The commander is not known for such outbursts. It also struck me odd the way he used the word disturbance. I took my scouting squad through the north gate and almost immediately started seeing some ethereal activity. We changed our course and headed for the hills rather than traveling the main road. It took longer, but we avoided large numbers of ethereal dead. They appear to be gathering in the north in preparation for an attack. Their numbers have swelled tremendously since my last mission outside the walls. The return trip is going to prove difficult. I sent one of my scouts back to report this information immediately. Heading north, we passed by the Necropolis. From the mountaintop, we did not see anything unusual. Searching as far as we could on our resources, we discovered nothing but the accursed blood cultists everywhere. Avoiding them made our progress slow. We did see one strange thing of note. The cultists appeared to be collecting blood in vast quantities and hauling them in wagons filled with large glass cisterns. We followed for a bit to see where they were being taken, but we were spotted and forced to retreat. After the explosion that destroyed the armory, I went back over this past week's reports and compiled this collection of excerpts, which I found to be relevant. They are pulled together and arranged in order the events took place. I do this in hopes to illuminate how this has happened and raise questions of what might be done to avoid future attacks like this. That is assuming we survive. Report from the north wall. Night watch. While patrolling the upper wall, I witnessed a soldier enter the armory. I would not make note of it except he appeared to have been looking around the courtyard to make sure none could see him as he entered the gated door. The torches were out in the area of the courtyard, so it's impossible for me to say who it was. Report from the officer of the watch. Several men have gone missing, and we suspect that they have deserted. A complete search of the fort and surrounding areas has ended with no sign of them. The scouts have found no sign of tracks, and have concluded the men never left the fort. Report from the Master of Arms. I've discovered 10 small casks and 5 large casks of black powder missing. It is difficult to account for the missing supplies since only 5 people in the entire fort have access to the keys that would open the black powder storage. Commander Lucius headed the search himself after receiving the worrying report, starting from the bottom levels all the way to the top of the towers. Nothing was found. The air reeks of sulfur and smoke. It's difficult to breathe as I write this report. We have been ambushed, facing overwhelming odds. Some kind of ethereal monstrosity has risen from the earth up ahead and is spreading aether fire wherever it passes. I've never seen anything like it. The captain ordered us to punch through the opposition and take out that horrific thing, but he was killed in the initial attack, claimed most of our equipment and troops. The men panicked and we were forced to retreat. I managed to rally the few that were left, but it had become abundantly clear that we would not survive this. I pulled the battalion back to the entrance and ordered a full retreat to Fort Ikon. With the ethereals fast approaching, there was not much time to consider our options. I had the quartermaster hand me what was left of our explosive charges. We rigged the tunnel entrance and set them off, effectively sealing the mountain pass and the ethereals in with it. I regret to report that with the Twin Falls Bridge destroyed and the tunnel sealed, we are now effectively blocked off from the south, but I take solace in knowing that the immolation we witnessed will not spread beyond the mountain crags. The last one. We've been on the run for what feels like weeks now. The ethereals are always on our heels, spreading like wildfire across the countryside. The children are starving. The few bites of food we manage to scavenge on the go aren't enough for the 4 of us. I'm not sure how much more of this we can take. Word on the road is that the cult of Chthon is accepting members, that they have found food and shelter for all. I always picture them as heretical lunatics, howling at the moon as they bathe in blood, but the promises of safety may be too much to pass on. Thalon cringes at the thought of being seen among the blood-sworn, but we agree that it may be a necessary evil in order to survive. Our children deserve to eat. That is a desperation thing for sure. I get, like, grumpy, angry if I don't eat for, like, 12 hours. I can only imagine after a couple days. I'd definitely join up with some... What's the Finger of Guard? It's a lot of fire damage. Anyways, what's Starfire? An epic ring. Ooh. I mean, it might be a good ring. We'll take a look in greater detail later, but we're kind of in the middle of a dungeon at the moment. Also, I think we're kind of running lowish on time. Maybe 5 minutes left or so. And I think we're going to try to finish this level of the dungeon. And then do the next level in the next video. I think that's probably the best split, but we'll figure that out in a moment. Also, I still don't entirely understand the scaling of enemies in this game, because there's been previous dungeons we were just getting our face kicked in by enemies, and then there's like this one, which is really easy so far. No real significant concerns, not even a lot of damage. It's just gunners. Gunners are the bane of our existence. Also, this is a crumbling wall. Not sure how all of you got hidden behind it, but here we are. There is a chest and another crumbling wall? No. Really nothing of value back here, though. Kinda disappointing. There's also a book over there. The Armory Explosion Investigations on the other side, and I don't know if we can get there from the side, but we'll see. We'll see if it loops around. Crest of the Black Legion, another epic. It's a shield, so we're probably not going to use it. Unless there's a shield that gives us, like, plus Arcana skills and some energy regeneration. Then maybe we will. And we get a good main hand. We really do need a main hand offhand combination though, coming up soon-ish, because we can't use Devastation without an offhand, and also when we get the Devotion tree, whatever you want to call it, I don't really know, Constellation maybe is more accurate, for the Lantern, which we're going to do, it's for offhand bonuses, and we need an offhand for it, so eventually we will be going main hand offhand. We just need a good main hand that's not gonna detract from our current killing power. Where is this armory? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I see it. Alright, and that's pretty much it for this level, I think. Now we just gotta go back to the... There's a lot of corpses in here, like... a large amount of corpses. Well, maybe we don't even need to have 2 videos. Ow. We'll just move back from the chain. I mean, that kind of hurt, but not too bad.
I can't do that.
Ooh, that really did hurt. Okay. We took one of those. Sometimes when he moves off screen slightly to the bottom, it's really hard to aim at him. Oh, we can't shoot through the... Unlike him, we can't shoot through the flame file. I'm gonna just go this way. Alright. He's almost dead. And that's the end of him. We got an untitled letter, a warpath, a girdle, which is definitely a physical girdle. And any loot. There's a couple treasure chests back there that I can see. But let's see if there's anything else over here. He was a pretty cool boss. I do have to say that that was a pretty neat fight. Not particularly hard. But he kind of reminded me of the Butcher from Diablo 2 a little bit with his voice. Which actually makes me kind of happy. Alright, we get to leave. I guess that's it. We're going to go turn in the quest. And then we will be done. Where did we end up? And also, why is there a star over here? We may be doing this star too. Oh, this is the detonation site. I see. I guess we can clear the front gates. Can't be that hard, right? He said shooting at 80,000 hit point monsters. Ow.
Can't do that yet.
One's dead. These Rage Hulks have a lot of life. What exactly are we supposed to clear here? We're in the Fields of Strife, which is... I don't think we're supposed to be here, honestly. How did I not hit that guy? Okay. We just beat the Inquisitor Creed, so we are done that quest. Alright, let's go turn that in. And then we'll be done this video. We got about, I don't know, half a level? A little over half a level. We'll probably get a bunch of experience for turning this in. And then we're set. We still haven't slain Bane Gargoth. And we still haven't gone into the conflagration to get the cannons back. I don't know when we're supposed to do that.
Work down there. We need to secure a forward position at the necropolis immediately.
Where do you need me?
We cannot simply march our forces straight into the necropolis. The cult's minions will descend upon us in force, and we will be crushed before we can even get near the tomb of the Watchers. Instead, we will put your unique skills to use. Make your way into the necropolis past the plains of strife, and secure the nearest rift gate. Once you've done so, Algrim will come through with a contingent of our men. The element of surprise on our side, we will strike at the enemy from within.
I will head there at once. What do you have to say? As you can probably guess, the fort's seen better days. It's going to take every able-bodied man and woman to bring Fort Ikon back to its former glory. Care to lend a hand? What do you need? I need someone to enter the armory and recover what's left of our scrap and building materials. The supplies were originally designated for a homestead, but with the recent attacks, we can't afford to spare any resources. After Lucius opened the gates and the ethereal started pouring through, I had no choice but to collapse our own gates with explosives. The repairs will take weeks, but we can't get started without the supplies. Unfortunately, the possessed commander has fled into the armory. Okay, I have the supplies. Here you go. Excellent. I was afraid they had been destroyed after the recent explosions down in the armory. Thank you for recovering the supplies. Here, take some of the scrap. I'm sure you could use it too. We have an inventory gain, which means I think we have a fourth bag. We do. I wonder if there's a fifth. There's space for a fifth? Maybe? I guess that's it for now, though. We're gonna... Oh, that was a really loud bus brake squeak. Alright, enough from the Legion. Perhaps there's someone or something you could help with. Something that can't involve the troops. Guy's got a cool helmet. What is it? With the recent ethereal attack, I cannot allow this deception to carry on any longer. Anasteria, the witch who was allowed to enter our fold, must be put down. The Inquisitor insists she not be harmed, but the trust he has in her is misplaced. Commander Lucius was an honorable man and a dedicated soldier up until he was possessed by the ethereals. I refuse to believe that Anasteria's witchcraft was not involved in his corruption. We are all under strict orders not to harm her. I need someone outside the Legion, such as yourself, to handle this for me. Will you enter the fort prison and deal with the wretched witch? Why does Creed want her safe? The Inquisitor is convinced that Anasteria has valuable information, but I found her to be nothing but a web of lies. She's a witch tainted by the ethereals and needs to be exterminated. Alright, I'll deal with her. I'm gonna speak with her, and I'm gonna probably end up having to kill Captain Reeve. Because I'm pretty sure that Anasteria is fine. But we're gonna go deal with that right now. We're not quite done our video, I guess. We're gonna have... This one's gonna be a little bit longer. Whatever, it's fine. Let's go deal with, Anasteria.
My, what a curiosity you are.
What is this? A human and yet not. There's an aura about you, stranger. But I cannot sense the spirit. Tell me, what fate has befallen you? I was possessed by an ethereal, but it left me at the hangman's noose. What a marvel you are. They say that to become one with an ethereal, you must lose all that defines you. But it seems there's more to the mystery than rumor lets on. The Aether holds many secrets, but few are held from me. There are those who fear such power, but that is why you're here, no? Captain Reeve wants you dead. I would act surprised, but that man has made it no secret he despises me. He branded me a witch and called for my execution from the outset. He says that you led to Lucius' possession, is that true? I'm afraid that the blame lies solely in the one who did the possessing, though a weak mind greatly facilitates the process, to be sure. I have had nothing to do with the unfortunate commander's fall from grace. Why should I trust you? I assure you, I came to the Legion with the full intent of helping them battle against the ethereal invasion. My information has already saved many lives, but Captain Reeve and others refuse to see it. Will you join them in condemning me for what I do as well? I will defy Reeve. Wonderful, now that we put this unpleasantness behind us, I was hoping you could hear me out. Nobody in the Legion will help me, but perhaps you'll be more understanding. What's wrong? With all the commotion during the ethereal attack, I'm afraid that most of my personal stores were damaged or even destroyed. If I'm to continue my work here, I must have another ancient heart, blood of Chthon, and tainted brain matter. They are pivotal to my research, but acquiring them on my own is simply out of the question for this old crone. Would you be so kind as to gather these materials for me? Sure. I need to find them, though. I wonder where they are. We have the blood. And I think actually we have all the other pieces. I'm gonna really quickly check upstairs. Because I'm pretty sure that we have at least tainted brain matter and possibly an ancient heart in our stash.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
There's ancient hearts. And brain matter right there. Alright.
I'll keep an eye on this.
We've definitely picked those up before. Captain Reeve isn't going to like us, but who cares? He seems like kind of a jerk. Although I'm going to look like the jerk if this witch actually turns out to be evil. Which is a distinct possibility. Do you have the materials? Yeah, here they are. Wonderful, these should last me for some time. Say, have you ever heard the tale of the great beast Baranath? No, but I'd like to hear it. It's a legend as old as time, it seems, with countless retellings of different heroes and sometimes even different creatures. In each of them, a great hero tracks down a monster that's been tormenting local villages. The hunt takes the hero 10 long years through forgotten lands and to far off shores. But it always ends up atop a mountain, where Baranath is impaled upon a spear of bone. The beast plummets from the peak, and from its spilled blood were born the fiends and monsters we dread to this day. The details are muddled in folklore, but one fact remains constant. Baranath once lived. To have a piece of such an ancient lineage could prove useful to my spell work, and I believe I know where one such spawn of Baranath dwells. People of Burwich call it Callus, Bone Hunter. It hunts within the area called Eastmarch, but makes up its dwelling in the crags. Track down this creature for me and slay it, then harvest one of its fangs and bring it to me. Sure. You got it. Also, no. Alright. I was hoping you could sell me something, but I guess not. Alright, we're going to end off here though. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.